Well, dear students, in fact, I will be uploading this NEET questions. Right? So this is the NEET questions of the beginning of the animal kingdom. I will be uploading this material what SRM sir has uploaded. Around 281 pages is there, 521 MB that document. I will also upload these pages. Then let's start discussing about the basic information about animal kingdom. The very first question. This is certain questions are based on the basis of classification. You all very well know the basic concepts what we have discussed earlier. Living organisms differ in A. Shape, form, B. Form. Form means how they are. Then size and habit, and D. All of the above. You all very well know all living organisms vary in shape also, in their form also, in size and habit also. So the option D is the correct answer. That is all of these. The second question, which is not a characteristic of sponges? The question is from Porifera. Fine, sponges you all very well know. Fine, which is not the characteristic of sponges? A. Multicellular. Of course, they are not multicellular. They are multicellular. B. Cells are functionally independent. C. Cellular level of organization. All looks correct. Multicellular. Cells are functionally independent. Cellular organization. Cellular level of organization. Clear? What he says here in the question is not a characteristic. So the D option is tissue level organization. We don't come across tissue level organization in case of sponges in Porifera. So this is not the correct statement. You have to choose the wrong answer. That will be the right, because here this is not a characteristic. Then the phylum shows tissue level of organization. Which phylum shows tissue level of organization? In the above question we have learned Protozoa, Porifera, Coelenterata. All of these. Which one? Coelenterata shows tissue level, Porifera shows cellular level, fine. Protozoa unicellular level. So Coelenterata, C option is the correct option for third question. Then fourth question, organ system level of organization is not found Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Platyhelminthes. You all know, fine. Organ system. Fine. What he says here is organ system level, not organ level, organ system. So we don't come across this in case of flatworms, tapeworm, that belongs to Platyhelminthes. So the answer is option D, Platyhelminthes. Don't get confused. Fifth question, incomplete digestive system. Blind sac body plan is found in incomplete. I have told you Platyhelminthes, they are the endoparasites, these worms, right? So they are present in the intestines. So they don't have well developed digestive system. So here the question is incomplete digestive tract, that is blind sac is present in the body wall, is found in Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Platyhelminthes. Again the answer is yes, of course, Platyhelminthes. Clear? Because they absorb the readily digested food. So that digestive system is not complete and not well developed in fact. Closed type of circulatory system. What type? Closed. There are two types, you know, one is open, other is closed type. Closed type of circulatory system is present in which of them? Annelida, Arthropoda. In Arthropoda it is not there. B option, Arthropoda, Mollusca, can't be because Arthropoda. C, Annelida and Cephalopods. Cephalopods, it's not there. Then the option is Mollusc and Echinodermata. Clear? Here the Annelida and Cephalopods. Fine. Annelida and Cephalopods is the correct answer. Clear? Fine. Then in open type of circulatory system, blood flows in sinuses, blood pressure is low and irregular. It is found in arthropods and mollusks except cephalopods, because it is present in the cephalopods. In the previous question we have learned D, all of these. All of these is the answer. Clear? Eighth question, closed type of circulatory system is found in which type? Closed type. Where? Annelida, correct. Cephalopods, correct. Vertebrate, of course, true, very true. So the answer is all of these. Where? Closed type of circulatory system in Annelida also. Cephalopods we have learned in Cephalopoda. Cephalopoda is a class of mollusca. In mollusca there are cephalopoda and gastropoda. So cephalopods, fine. Then vertebrate, of course, vertebrates have closed type of circulatory system. So answer is all of these. What is false about closed circulatory system? Blood pressure is high and regular. No. Amount of blood is limited. Cannot be. Blood circulates through arteries, veins and capillaries. What is false? Blood pressure is low and irregular is false. What is false about closed in human beings? Also we have closed circulatory system. He asked what is false. What is not true about closed circulatory system? Blood pressure is low and irregular. It is not that like that. Blood pressure will be high also, or sometimes even if it is low also, but it will be regular. Then When the body of an animal can be divided into equal left and right halves by one plane symmetry, it is known as bilateral. Very much, very basic thing. Into equal left and right, bilateral symmetry, bilateral symmetry. Moving on to the 11th question. Radial symmetry is shown in, you very well know, fine. One is A, coelenterata, B, platyhelminthes, fine. Then C, adult echinoderms, of course, radial, in coelenterata also, radial, fine. In Aurelia, radial, fine. In adult echinoderms, starfish, so both A and C is the answer, D option. 12th question, most of the sponges are bilateral, radial, biradial, asymmetrical. Most of them are asymmetrical because they are irregular in shape, asymmetrical. Clear is the answer. Next, 13th question, the first diploblastic animal, phylum Porifera can be, then phylum Coelenterata, fine. Pienocoderm, Choanoderm, diploblastic, fine. Coelentrates are diploblastic animals. The first diploblastic animals, fine. A option Coelenterata, B platyhelminthes, C Ascomyces, D Annelida. First triploblastic is platyhelminthes, because after platyhelminthes we go to Ascomyces and Annelida. So first triploblastic animals are, you can check in our characteristics we have given, fine. Triploblastic animals contains, what they contain? Ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. D option, all of the above, very easy, all of the above. Ascomyces are eucoelomates, true coelomates, Ascomyces, the only phylum which shows pseudocoelomates are, I have told you that is, fine. Video is going on, yes, going on, clear. The only phylum that is known as Ascomyces, fine. Only phylum that shows pseudocoelomates. During the class itself I have told you that it will be asked in the NEET exam. Which of the following is acoelomates, fine. Porifera, Coelenterata, platyhelminthes, all of these. Platyhelminthes, they don't have acoelomate, absence, absence. Metameric segmentation, metamerism, segments internally, externally, both. Metameric segmentation is found in, yes, annelida, segments, annelids, segments, right? Annulus, segments, annelida. So they show metameric segmentation, true segmentation, right? Yeah, what we call as metamerism, true segmentation. Notochord is derived from which layer? Notochord, mesoderm layer, fine. Notochord is derived. In the 7th chapter also we will talk about this, from which germ layer, which tissues will derive, which organs will derive? Notochord. Which of the following is a correct about notochord? Dorsally situated, yes. Mesodermal in origin, of course we have learned in the above question now, and it's rod-like in structure. All options are correct, so D option, all of these. 21st question, radial symmetry is shown by ctenophores, correct. B, coelentrates, of course correct. Adult echinoderms, correct. All three are correct. Option is obvious. It is D option, all of the above. All of these. 22nd question, the undifferentiated layer present between the ectoderm and endoderm in coelentrates is undifferentiated layer present in between ectoderm and endoderm is mesophyll, no. Gastril layer, no. Archenteron, don't get confused with this. Fine. Mesoglial layer, we have spoken this word, we have told this terminology. Mesoglia is absent, mesoglia is present, so mesoglial layer. Which of the following is correct about metamerism, true segmentation? I told you in the beginning itself, metamerism, true segmentation. Every organ shows serial repetition. No. The body is divided externally and as well as internally. This is what is known as true segmentation. Fine. So the option B is correct. Option C says each segment is not supplied with separate nerve system. All of the above cannot be. B option, true segmentation means, metamerism means body is both externally and internally divided. In some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Very good. You can say the answer. Not lined by mesoderm. Mesoglia is absent. Mesoderm is absent. Instead, the mesoderm is present in scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such a body cavity is called, yes, pseudocoelomate. The following are the coelomates. 25th question. The following are the coelomates. They are coelomates except true coelom. Which one? Platyhelminthes. Annelida, mollusca, chordates. They are coelomates. Platyhelminthes is acoelomate. So that is the answer. Moving on to 26th question. Fine. Select the total number of organisms. Select the total number of, complete number of organisms from the following which are sessile. Clear? Amoeba, Euglena, Adamsia, Spongiella, Hydra, jellyfish, earthworm. Fine. Sessile. Clear? Here, Amoeba, Euglena, Spongiella. Three animals are sessile. Clear? Then, which of the following is incorrect about Porifera? Incorrect, wrong about Porifera. It is a solitary and colonial organisms. Majority living in sea, some live in fresh water. Most of them are asymmetrical. Fine. All are All of the above. Fine. All of the above. Clear. Which of the following is incorrect about porifera? It is solitary or colonial organisms. Fine. Majority live in sea. Some live in fresh water. Most of them are incorrect. Most of them are asymmetrical. Clear. Here we can take as most of them are asymmetrical. Members of the phylum Porifera are commonly known as, you are very well known, sponges. Clear. Water path in sponges, where it enters, how it goes, how it comes out. Ostia, inhalent pore, it goes to spongiocele, the cavity, then it comes out through a single opening known as osculum. So that's the path, that's the way followed by the water to enter ostia into the spongiocele, then to come out, exit osculum. So ostia are known as inhalent pores, osculum single pore is known as exhalent pore. So that's the option A is the correct. Ostia, spongiocele, osculum. B, he says osculum first. No, ostia and ostia, spongiocele and ostia. Wrong path they have given. Question number 30. The unique character of sponges is unique, which is very unique to them, exclusive to sponges. Choanocytes or collar cells, like, of course, correct. The spongiocele and the water canal system. Spongiocele is present, and also choanocytes. In the choanoderm, choanocytes are present. The other option, this is the correct answer. Correct option answer. They are hermaphrodite, no. They live in marine water. They reproduce by asexual method. Exclusively, very special points. First point. The character possessed by all sponges are, that all are freshwater? No. All possess tissue level? No. External fertilization to some. Then hermaphrodite. Clear? Understand? Bisexual animals, hermaphrodite. This is the characteristic. Select the total number of statements belong to sponges. Select the total number of sponges that belong to the sponges. Cellular level of organization, correct. Body is supported by endoskeleton made up of spicules, of course correct, and spongin fibers, correct. Larva stage is morphologically different from adult, of course correct. Indirect development. Then pathway of water transport is helpful in gathering food, respiratory exchange of gases, of course correct, and also for removal of waste. Very good, perfect point. Hermaphrodite organisms, they are correct. They show the power of regeneration, of course, all correct. All 6 statements are correct. So option B is the correct answer. Select the freshwater sponge from the following. We have told Spongiella, freshwater form, Sycon, marine, clear, Spongiella. Right? 34th. Another name for Sycon. Sycon, common name. Botanical name, biological name, fine. Sipha, clear? We have told also. It's there in books also. Match the following. Column 1, column B. Column 1, A, Sycon, B, Spongiella, C, EU, Spongia. Bath sponge, column B, bath sponge, Scyphia, freshwater. So A, Sycon is nothing but Scyphia. B, Spongiella is nothing but freshwater sponge, we have learned. And C, EU, Spongia is nothing but bath sponge, what we commonly use. Okay? Match the following. Option A, A2, B3, C1. B3. Right? Not B3, B3. Okay? Then 36th question, moving on to 36th question. Select the total number of marine sponges from the following. Leucoselenia, Euspongia, Spongiella, Sycon, and Hyalonema. Fine. Except Spongiella, all 4. Leucoselenia, Euspongia, Sycon, and Hyalonema are 4 animals which belong to exclusively marine animals. So answer is B, 4. The primitive multicellular animals having cellular level of organization are, very simple, sponges. Water enters through minute pores in the body wall into central cavity in sponges. These minute pores are called inhalent pores. What? Yes, ostia. Option B is correct. In sponges, the sperm and ova are produced by same individual. Such animals or such type of organisms are called hermaphrodite, or what we call bisexual animals. Canal system and choanocytes. One is canal system, water canal system, and choanocytes. They are the characteristics of which phylum? Ctenophora, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes? No. Yes, Porifera. In sponges, the common is in larva. Are Amphiblastula, we have told, correct. Planular, what is it? Parenchymal larva. Clear? Correct. Both A and B. Planular comes in Coelenterata. Digestion in sponges. Where? Inside the cells. Intracellular, that's the option. He says extracellular, B, C, both A and B. No. Option A, intracellular. Very easy. 43rd question. Which of the following is correct about reproduction in sponges? The mode of asexual reproduction and gamete, gamule formation. gemule, fine. Budding, fragmentation, all correct. Fertilization is internal, correct. Development is indirect, all are correct. All of these option. D option, fourth, all of these. Next question, 44th question. Exogenous budding is seen in case of which one? External budding, Sycon, Sypha is the name, Sypha. The following characteristics are related to phylum. Which phylum he asked? What are the characteristics? They are aquatic, most of them are marine, sessile, free swimming, radially symmetrical animals, and they show polymorphism. One, round, dome shape, other cylindrical, medusa, polyp, polymorphism, very distinguishing characteristic. Based on that, you can try to find out the answer. Porifera, Spinophora, Coelenterata, Cnidaria, Coelenterata is the answer. D option. Nidoblast, we are moving to second phylum now. Nidoblast, stinging cells. Nidoblast is a characteristic feature of which phylum? Yes, which phylum? Coelenterata. That's why I told you. Cnidaria, it's also known as Cnidaria. Coelenterata is the old name, Cnidaria is a new name. Cnidaria because they have stinging cells known as cnidocytes. Nidoblast. The first diploblastic animal showing tissue level of organization. Very easy. Gorgonia, clear? Which belongs to Coelenterata. Sea fan, what we call commonly, I feel. Nidoblast is used for anchorage, no. Clear? Anchorage, nidoblast, yes. Defense, of course, true, very true. And to capture the prey, yes, of course, all of them. But it is mostly used for defense also and for capturing the prey, for anchoring also. Last question of today's topic. Select the total number of organisms from the following which shows both intra and extracellular digestion. Intra and extracellular digestion. Clear? The animals are given here. Fine. Physalia, Pleurobrachia, Taenia, Culex, Apis, fine, Nereis, Echidus, Salpa, Mandrena, Planeta, Doliolum, Catla, Hyla, Adamsia, Gorginia, Tinopena. Don't get confused. Slowly work it out. Fine, nothing to worry about here. Which shows both intra and extracellular digestion. Digestion is both intracellular as well as extracellular. Out of these 14, 7 of them. Find out. If you have any doubt, contact me. Next chapter, next topic, what I will take up is fine. Along with this, I will be doing NEET also, and along with that, I will be starting the 7th chapter. That's nothing but structural organization in animals. First part we will talk about tissue histology part. Then we will talk about organ system level, where earthworm and frog in detail we have to discuss. Cockroach they have removed a bit. Fine. So we'll talk about that in the next class, or tomorrow I will upload. Fine. Keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care. Any doubts? Contact me on my personal account. Thank you. Take care.